Well, great morning, everyone. We're having a bit of rain here today. Of course, anytime we have rain, we get up, I open the door, Mr. Max sticks his nose out and backs up and says, I'm not going out there. If I get wet, I'm so sweet I might melt. It's chilly and it's rainy. And so, yeah, that's what I woke up. It looks like fall is in the air here. Anyway, I threw the cards twice, the Lenormand and also the regular tarot. And yeah, that family that's taken off from their home, the guy really believes this. Now, I think it's a shared delusion going on. And we have the preppers, same thing. The government's coming after you, and you better, and they've got stockpiles like, craziness going on. I think it's that same sort of a thing. I'm down the rabbit hole. I've got this information. The government was involved in 9/11. Now they're coming after me. Same thing as the QAnon things. You had the guy that shot up the pizza place because convinced that Hillary Clinton was, there was a basement there and she was abusing children there, and nothing of the sort was going on. But this guy believed it enough to go shoot up the place, okay? So I think it's that type of shared delusion that's going on, and he really believes it. He believes that the White House had something to do with it. And just, they can get something in your mind and keep revolving around. And it's got like tentacles to grow. It's like planting a seed of something that's taken over your garden, and the tentacles start spreading and they choke the life out of, things that you want there. It's that same type of thing with these, deep state conspiracies and that type of thing. These people actually believe it, and it chokes out any rationality at all. So we'll have to see what happens with this family. But to take off and leave the grandmother there and the pets there, and she's got dementia and really has to be looked after, for them to take off and leave her there, then absolutely this guy 100% believes this. And that's what I got from the Lenormand and also from the regular tarot. I did it both ways, and this guy is just 100% in this fantasy that the government had something to do with it, and now they're after him because he knows, because he knows that. So it's that kind of a shared paranoia, like the preppers, like some of these preppers, and ones that stormed the Capitol January 6th. We still have those MAGA crowd out there that believe that 45 won, and, you just hear them talk, and it's just some of the things that come out of the mouth is craziness. And, but it's obviously what they believe because they're straight-faced when they say it. And some of it makes absolutely no sense, Yeah. So anyway, I'll leave that there. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. My surprise is that the whole family went, okay? So maybe they've lived with this long enough that he has, they've gone down that rabbit hole. And, we've heard that before. This has been touted for some time, the deep state conspiracy, and the government had something to do with 9/11. It wasn't the Saudis, it was the U.S. government that did it, So it's on the order of that deep state conspiracy nonsense. And it's just taken over, apparently, this guy's life and his family with him. So, interesting case. But yeah, I was surprised when I threw the cards that he 100% believes this with every fiber of his being. And so that was what was interesting, because I could see from the way the cards were falling that this was what's in his mind. 100%. He believes it. Yeah, just pull the overarching thing, the hidden things, deep state conspiracy, the government did it, and now they're after me because I know the truth, and I think could be some of the ramping up of the rest of the QAnon and deep state conspiracy stuff that's just amping this up for this guy. But, it's sad to see that something that has absolutely no merit anywhere can take over somebody's mind to the point where they're in fear for their life and running on the run from nothing, from absolutely nothing, except for their own fears. And so again, this is how curses work. This is how those things of shadow substance work. They plant a seed. They plant a seed of doubt. They plant a seed of fear, and it grows tentacles, that take over, where it has really no basis in reality except for in your fantasy. In your fantasy. And the mind is very creative. Okay? You can create all sorts of scenarios. So I think that's what's going on in this case. So anyway, I hope people are having a great morning and you're not on the run from the government this morning. Oh, today's a good day for soup, actually, out there. It's a chilly one. I guess up in Santa Fe, it's going to be freezing there now. Somebody was saying that they're in a road trek as well, and said their lines were freezing last night. So, yeah, we'll have to see what happens with that. Now, I'm looking forward to going out on the road again in the road trek. In January, there's a thing I want to go to, the Gypsy, forget what's called, Gypsy something, that's up there in California in the beginning of January. Now, I guess it's run by this guy that is Gypsy. He's a Gitano, okay? And every year they have a get-together, and it's for those that are Gypsy or are, artists, musicians that love the road, kind of like me. I do the music. I'm artistic. I love being on the road. And so they have a big get-together and a big party, big get-together once a year up in California. So I'm looking forward to going to to that. This. Let me see if I can look up the name of it again. It's yeah, that's going to be fun. That is going to be fun. If I can find it here. Oh, I'm so bad looking things up. There it is, Marco El Gitano. And it's called Gypsy Minstrel Caravan. Gypsy, the heart of a hippie, and the spirit of, I guess, spirit of Gypsy. I can't read the rest of it. But we're having a second annual Gypsy Minstrel Caravan gathering. So that's coming up. It's going to be an 8-day event. So looking forward to that. It's going to be a lot of fun. I guess last year was the first year they had it. So it says, group is dedicated to gypsies, nomads, musicians, and muses in us all. We aspire to capture the mystic spirit of our ancestors. We live to be free, to enjoy the communion of like-minded souls along our journey. Please come and join us. Okay? So it looks like a lot of fun. Yeah, looking forward to that. Somebody's got a picture of out there by Mexican Hat, Utah. There's a lot of places out there by that area in Utah to, a lot of BLM land that you can go camp at. So really nice. Somebody's got a picture up of the Schoolie-Palooza now. The Schoolie-Palooza, they had that, and then some girl that had attended that went missing. I don't think they found her. So again, if you're going to those types of events, be smart, because not everybody is friendly, and you want to think that they are, but sometimes it's not, So you be careful with who you're interacting with. If you attend these types of events, just be aware out there. Now I know some people, I shudder at the thought, because I've heard some people out there, women, say, what am I going to do about sex on the road? I need my sex. And, they're really setting themselves up for just how dangerous that is. I don't get that mentality. Well, I'm a celibate, so I really don't get that mentality. I'm not driven by sex, I've been a celibate for quite a few years. I mean, lots of years. And so, I don't get that mentality of that, feeling for a need for something so temporal, transient, But there are people out there, they want to go out and drink and party and, carouse and do all that. And that's a dangerous thing if you are wanting to live this type of a lifestyle. Okay? When I go out, I'm not out there flirting with these guys and running around, and you see some of these people doing the YouTube videos, and they're out there in really skimpy outfits and flaunting around, and then wonder why something happens. Okay? So just be aware. If you're going to go out there and do van living or something like that, just be aware of your surroundings. When you park, give yourself a way to get out of there rapidly if you need to, if there's a problem, okay? Be aware of your surroundings. If you're in a place of woods and stuff where they can have bears or panthers, wolves, things like that, be aware of what you're leaving out. Don't, leave food out there because these bears can tear into a vehicle. They can. So, again, just be careful. This is not to put fear in people. You never live your life in fear. But you just have to be aware of where you're at and what you're doing and the things that you're setting up. Okay? So, yeah, I'm going to leave this here for now. And I'll see you pretty soon, hopefully, over the road. I'm looking forward to going right after Halloween takes place. I want to get out there before, snows hit places really heavily and stuff. Oh my goodness. And of course, I will be taking the van, not the car, because in the van, I have heaters, I have bathroom, I have kitchen, I have everything I need in there, and I do have, all-terrain tires on my vehicle. I just put all-terrain tires on them just recently, so they all have really good tread and things what you want if you are going to be going off-road at all. In any of these kind of back roads, you want to really have good tires. Okay. And just, again, look at what's happening. There's more and more flooding. There's more and more fires. There's more and more of these type of difficult weather patterns. So again, keep it in mind with where you're going and try to take that type of safety into consideration. If you see something like rain coming down and it's starting to come down really hard, and you're someplace where, kind of an area that can flood, okay, then move, Same thing I tell people that are living in houses and all of a sudden a hurricane is coming in. If you have the opportunity, get out, and leave the area if you can for a while. You can always come back to there later, okay? Isn't that right, Mayor Max? What do you have to say about that? You going to give me kisses? Well, thank you. Thank you for sharing your puppy kisses with me this morning. Oh, I know what it is. You didn't get your treasure yet this morning, did you? First thing in the morning, they get a treat. They get a treasure, and he didn't get it yet this morning. He's looking at me like, what is wrong with you, Mama? I'm a treasure puppy, and I have to have my morning treasure. It's so important. Yes. Okay, all right. I get it. All right. You don't have to kiss up to me. I'll get you your treasure. Just a minute. So on that note, I better go get his treasure because I'll never hear the end of it if I don't. Isn't that right, Mr. Max? Yes, I know you love the mama. So I'll see you online. Oh, my goodness. And what are you up to today? Oh, Lord.